There is a road in Uttar Pradesh where more than 100 people have mysteriously disappeared. The villagers call it Chakwa, a demonic trap that leads travelers astray, because what you think is just a normal road is actually a cursed cremation ground, where funeral pyres once burned and the echoes of screams still drift through the fog. They say a woman's spirit wanders there in a white sari, her head lowered, hair covering her face. She doesn't wave for help. She doesn't chase anyone. She simply stands there, waiting, and anyone who fails to ignore her never finds their way home, because she doesn't ask for a ride. She asks for a life. It was a freezing December night at exactly 11:47 p.m. when Aditya and Neha were walking along the highway from Lucknow toward Prayagraj after missing their last bus. There would be no other transport until morning. Neha kept whispering that the road didn't feel right, especially since Google Maps kept rerouting them again and again. Aditya brushed it off, blaming poor network coverage in the rural area. But as they moved forward, a thick blanket of fog swallowed the road. And then they saw her, standing at the roadside in a white sari, head bowed, hair hiding her face. Neha's voice trembled as she warned Aditya not to stop or make eye contact. But he stopped anyway, insisting they couldn't just leave a woman alone at that hour. The woman slowly approached them. She softly asked them to drop her a little further ahead. Neha tried to check her reflection on her phone screen, but the woman wasn't visible on it. Panic rushed through her veins as she urged Aditya to leave immediately. They hurried away, but within minutes they found themselves at the same broken railing and the same massive banyan tree they had already passed. And beneath that tree stood the same woman. This time her head was raised, and her eyes were completely black. Terrified, they spotted a small roadside diner in the distance and ran inside. The old owner looked at their pale faces and instantly understood where they had come from. He told them that the road wasn't a road at all, but an old cremation ground where, during British rule, a woman had been burned alive. Since then, her spirit was said to linger in the fog, trapping anyone who tried to help her. When Neha tearfully said they had managed to escape, the old man quietly replied that no one ever truly leaves that road. Just then, the lights flickered, and the woman appeared at the doorway, her smile now clearly visible. Aditya pulled out his phone and opened Google Maps. There was no road shown at all. Only empty land labeled Old Cremation Ground, closed since 1965. Realization hit them like ice. If there was no road, then where had they been walking? They ran out again, but her voice echoed behind them, whispering that the road never changes. Only the travelers do. No matter how fast they ran, they ended up once more beneath the same banyan tree. This time, two half-burned shadows lay beneath it, shadows that looked exactly like them. As Neha's scream dissolved into the fog, the woman whispered that they were no longer travelers. They were now part of the ground. The mist thickened, their feet moved on their own, and they disappeared into the white silence. The next morning, news spread that 2 more people had gone missing near NH 27, bringing the total number of disappearances in the area to 104. The villagers still call it Chakwa, a cursed trap that misleads travelers. And that same night, beneath the banyan tree in the thick fog, there were no longer just one, but 2 white-clad figures standing silently, waiting for the next traveler.